We are playing NBA 2K16. My player.
I gotta hold down the city. I gotta hold down the city.
What? Don't tell me.
They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious. I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flavor foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now, you slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold a city down. Anyhow, they gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 down. I can conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hot and I'm hunting. Luckily they've been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges I embarrass them. They a dime in a dozen. Full of fire just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it. You just lied to the public. I serve a purpose. You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
You're always gonna have people who don't believe.
I want to play my career. What's wrong with that? They reset it, everything. I'm going to reach 2K. Seriously. If it resets, I'm not going to buy 2K17. Yes! Okay, we're going to practice a little bit. Shootouts. Oh! Cali. Oh! Splash! Shot clock. Shot clock. Oh. Let's do this game. Okay, I'm going to buy 2K17. Okay,
This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kinda hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So here goes nothing.
yeah. I don't like the Nets, Brooklyn Nets. It's like the last team that I like. It's in the bottom.
Some call it the Mecca of basketball. New York City, the scene for tonight's game. It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Toronto Raptors today. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Back to the road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Nets homestand. They're down in 10th place in the East.
Kevin, in recent games, their luck has been all bad and tough.
Okay, 76 overall and number 5.
Terrence Ross comes in for Patrick Patterson. Powell, he's jacked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Corey Joseph is out there with Powell. Then it's Terrence Ross. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Carroll in a power forward. Raptors trail by 4.
Okay, where's my guy?
Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
It's stolen by Carroll.
Jeez.
Joseph with the ball. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. They set the pick. To the inside. Biyombo kicks to Carroll. Shot clock at 5. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I don't
Textbook,
understand.
nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against Philadelphia.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Well, you're right.
Bruh.
I mean, there were a lot of turnovers
Every
in that
shot.
game. Some caused by their good defensive play, but
Every
some were
shot
just
that I do?
carelessness.
The game now all time.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
There's Freak. A second chance effort. Hollis Jefferson, good.
And
I got
Kevin,
an
they
assist.
need to be
Rebound?
consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Pass to Robinson. Here's Hollis Jefferson.
Robinson. Sloan.
Here's Sloan. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Yo.
And that one's good. There's
So
37
give me a
seconds left
pass.
here in the first quarter. And Joseph kicks to Biyombo. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it
Sloan.
with some serious
Give
leaping ability.
the ball. You stick it too much.
Here's Sloan. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
That's what you do when you play solo. Did you see, guys?
Just
Feels
not enough
every
bodies on the
change.
glass right there, and they
Pass
paid
the
for it.
ball.
Well, Greg, I know you're
And
a
I
little guy, but you
shoot.
know what it means to box out.
Now
And it's
we
an
have
effort
shootout.
thing and a mindset deal. You
Fouls.
got to get your body
Shooting
between
foul.
that other
Wow.
player and the ball.
The Nets making a switch here. The Nets shooting their third free throw shot of the game. That free throw good from Sloan. Toronto with the ball. It's a 5-point game. They set the pick. Ross with a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Ross has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, the defense has got to do a much
Pass.
better job
Slow.
of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Oh, we've seen
Sloan
some
never
great shots
gives
in the
me a
first.
pass. I want to play solo.
And a chance to hear from point guard Kyle Lowry about the chemistry of this Raptors team. They're all pulling in the same.
You know, we got a group of guys who came in and bought into the...
The question is whether or not that team unity, as rare as it is making a difference for the Raptors. Does it make Kyle Lowry any better? Do they just give it more time?
31.
Group in now for the
Raptors.
Raptors.
Okay.
Biyombo, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Damari Carroll comes in for Patrick Patterson. Terrence Ross is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Powell in for Corey Joseph. So for Toronto right now, they've got Terrence Ross. Jamari Carroll is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Lowry, and it's Powell in at the 2-guard spot. Clock at 4. Lowry passes to Ross. Here's Carroll. And it comes off the front of the rim.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving.
Yo!
Yeah, I know you're not.
Put it in the middle. I don't
rebounding
understand. I always feel.
Outside Lowry. Pass to Carroll.
Jeez.
And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Come on. Lady. And I suck. I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Raptors have split their free
I woke
throws
up
right
in
down
a
the
new
middle so far.
Bugatti.
They're 2 for 2.
Oh.
The first one falls.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took
Be
me
the
and
number
hosted me.
champion. We are the champion of the fledgling world. Dun. Hello. What the fuck?
On my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979, actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
Carroll hits them both. As we were talking about Coach.
Okay, I'm just going to turn it off. There we go. I can focus.
Casey, he's found his place in Toronto. Took them, Greg, to back-to-back postseason appearances.
And, you know, it's good to see him finally establishing himself as a head coach. Really known as a defensive
Everybody
specialist,
fails.
but
Everybody
once he gets in charge of
fails.
the team, he'll have them focused on defense and really stresses that in every practice.
Ross kicks to Biyombo. Toronto working the ball around now. A putback cleans up the mess with the savage putback flush.
Tell you what, they're going to have to do a better job of boxing this fella out than that.
Slow.
No one between him and the hoop. You're right, Clark.
Yeah, and you don't want to be giving up guys putback slams. That's not the kind of play.
Oh my fudging god!
Break Toronto.
He gives the ball
the charge.
to the other
Lowry kicks to
team.
Ross from outside the arc. That's in.
And he scores a 3-point. Did you see Sloan?
2-point Nets lead.
Sloan, you
Really
better
good job
give
there.
me a
That's
pass.
the definition of the inside-out game.
Pass.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the half.
Oh my
Robinson a
god.
screen on Lowry. Inside, here's Young. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
He shot the ball
That was
exceptionally
pass.
well as they've built this lead for
That was
themselves
pass.
here.
It's tipped. Biyombo. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Unloads. That one a little long.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but
I hate
his
you,
teammates
Sloan.
probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Powell. Sloan. Shot is off. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Nets up by 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Okay, Kevin, here with Coach Casey. And, Coach, you've done a tremendous job forcing turnovers and getting into your transition game. What do you tell your guys to keep them to keep doing what they're doing?
Push the ball. We always want to push the ball. Have to stop. But, again, we got to make good decisions. We don't want to come down and give it right back to them and let them run it down our throats at the end. Run the ball, wings get out and run, pass it ahead, but then make good decisions and attack the basket.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. I like the way we're valuing the basketball. Keeping those turnovers down has really helped us throughout the first 2 quarters. We did take advantage of their turnovers, I'll say that. And that was big for us. When they made a mistake and tried to give us points, we didn't let the chance slip by. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for. Let's keep things moving, but not at some kind of breakneck pace. We've been treading water for too long in this game and letting them hang around. Let's get this going. Get fired up!
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Just a fantastic game for Young. He's got 10 points and also a block shot.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively.
32 seconds left in the fourth.
Probably impossible for them to come back now.
Yeah, far too much work left to be done and not nearly enough time to get it done in.
And for Toronto, the star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Carroll in at the 3. And for the Nets, Freak in at small forward. Donald Sloan out there with Wayne Ellington. Then it's Thomas Robinson, and it's Sims in at the center position. And so it's Toronto winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, you were able to impact this game on both sides of the ball, making some nice...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan. He delivered quite a star performance. Not uncommon, as we've seen him have this sort of terrific night many times.
Well, DeRozan is capable.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. Now the playoffs begin on 2K Sports. See you back for that.
Oh shit!
Mais c'est quoi?
C'est une araignée.
Non!
Je l'ai pas mis sur tes vêtements. Je l'ai mis à l'intérieur de ton chandail.
Pas vrai. T'es méchant. Ouais, sinon je l'aurais senti. Pas vrai. Pas vrai.
En arrière. Et puis je vais aller dans tes cheveux.
Arrête de mentir.
Ouais, attends. Allez, là, tu ta main.
Pas vrai.
Il va t'arracher ton pénis.
Mais... je veux juste te montrer qu'on va mourir. Et non, je joue pas à Warframe. Tu joues toujours, non.